Hey there everybody, so I want to use this little chance to share my thoughts about COVID stuff and PPEs. I was holding this video for quite a while because I was hoping that things are gonna change and people are gonna, most of medics are gonna react kind of better. PPEs are gonna change, that we're gonna just go through this pathway of misunderstanding and trying things, but unfortunately what I've seen, it's not actually getting there. And I've seen many people, many hospitals and actually authorities using poor PPEs not designed for this pandemic, which causes a lot of issues. There's many things that I've been seeing going wrong, like not splitting the ER entrances, not having good like negative pressure ventilation in the patients wards when they come in. Many things that actually in my region only one hospital did necessary precautions. So but from the day one of this epidemic, I started thinking on what can I do to kind of improve my self-protection, and what can I help people to find to get a good protection for them. The good thing was actually CDC came up with advisory that some things that are not actually designed for medical field use might be used, and the things that should be used are extremely expensive. And the stuff that is being used right now, like Tyvek suits and multiple goggles, face shields, masks, like surgical masks, those are inappropriate things. You can hear many thoughts about it, but my personal understanding is that those things are inappropriate, and it's a whole other story why not, but I'm gonna touch some points of it while showing my stuff. So I want to show you what I came up with, what might be useful in protecting yourself and your patient in times of COVID pandemic. And this again refers to healthcare professionals, not lay people. So what we want to have a durable PPE that can be reused, that is designed for reuse, that has a good filtering capacity, and that can stop spread of the virus. Because oftentimes what is being used, like if you put one, let's say Tyvek suit and then a gown on top of it, and then you go to multiple patients in this dressing, it's not smart, because the goal for this is not to protect your skin or your clothes. Your skin is, the virus doesn't penetrate intact skin, but what it is for, it's to protect your uniform. So if you're going from one patient to another, whenever you're gonna lean over him, nothing's gonna fall off your suit, your uniform, and in fact the patient, this should be a cross-contamination precaution and online disinfection procedure, but it's not, because people are using it for multiple patients. They're still thinking that protecting their torso is the goal, which is actually not. So for those reasons, I've been testing quite a lot of suits and masks and stuff, and I want to just share what I came up with. So I believe that good PPE starts with the good mask, and this is mask that I've been using. So I'm gonna go through explaining some details about why this mask is the one I prefer. I've tried a few of them. So first thing is the filtering system. These are P100 filters, which actually filter a lot of stuff, including virus. They're much better, actually much better than N95s, not just little, they're much better. And they have this plastic cover on top of it, so I can sanitize them on top, and if something stays on top, I can just wipe it down. Then the other issue, I can use them to test the seal of the mask. The other thing is that the flow of air is going to be unidirectional, so it flows, the fresh air comes in here, and it's gonna, after I breathe it out, it's gonna come out here. So there's a communication device and exhaust valve, and I can cover it, so I wouldn't be cross-contaminating people in case if I'm asymptomatic carrier, and that's a big thing, because that's what oftentimes happen. people put one mask, and it's not safe to wear one mask all day. It hasn't been designed to do so. And then what actually happens, people can cross-contaminate their patients if they use one mask for a few patients, and that shouldn't be happening. This thing wouldn't allow to do so, because it keeps whatever I exhale stays here, and whatever goes in here stays under this plastic cover, and it's gonna then die off. So this is my mask. Then I have the suit, and I found it that two component. I already have the pants on. So this is a rain suit, which you can get, and it's abundantly available. You don't have any problems with getting this, like you can have problems with getting a lot of other PPEs. So a few fancy things I can say about the suit. Well, I had to modify it a little. I had to put a elastic in my hood, so get a good seal. I had to put this kind of like loops here to hook my finger, and I had to put an elastic in the back of the suit to keep it more airtight. You don't need to have it like completely airtight, but this is no worse than Tyvek, which are actually membrane-like suits, and some stuff can just penetrate through the membrane. This is PVC, you can clean it, nothing's gonna go through it. Unlike white Tyvek membrane suits, you can actually easily check this on the light, looking if there's any holes, and you can actually seal them. And yeah, I actually see one hole. I haven't been using this for quite a few days. I see one hole that I would like to seal, and I can do it with special glue. So by having this two-part suit, there's like some advantages to it, and one of the advantages is that the parts can slide, like the pants can slide over the coat can slide over the pants, so it gives me more flexibility and more mobility. So what I have here, first thing, when donning all this PPE, first thing you want to don is inner pair of gloves. Well, I already donned some of my PPE, so I'm not doing it exactly correct, but first thing you want to don is your gloves, inner part of gloves, and so your hands are protected. You can now, while donning all the other stuff, you can actually disinfect your hands with multiple antiseptics, even though they are harmful for your skin, because skin is gloved. Now next thing you want to do after inner gloves is to don your mask, and I'm gonna put this on, and I want to emphasize that this is actually doesn't take much longer than putting on separately mask and shield and goggles. So this is actually pretty fast. You can do it pretty fast, and actually time is vital when doing all this. And now the next part, I just put my coat on, my pants and coat on, so my hood is gonna get a pretty good seal around my mask, and I can then go and check and put all the stuff in, so I don't get like any big leakages. So having this mask has a few advantages to it, as few of them I already discussed. But I have communication device which allows me to be pretty readable, and if it fogs up as it does now because of the humidity in the air is pretty high at this moment, doesn't happen in the room, so I can use two magnets with the cloth to actually just clean it from inside. Yep, just like this. Yep. Doesn't always work perfectly, but you can do it. And you can use more powerful magnets to do that stuff. Yep. So having a chance to clean your mask and reduce the fogging of it is actually a vital part, because if you don't see what you're doing, you can actually get into much more trouble than just coronavirus. So you should be thinking about this. Then I have these loops I want to put my fingers in. I want to tighten my sleeve a little. After I'm all zipped up and covered, I would like to put an extra outer pair of gloves that's gonna keep me from getting anything under my sleeves. And again, that's a vital part. So now I have pockets here, so I'm gonna put cloth rinsed and soaked in antiseptic solution. Mainly I would prefer using 60+% alcohol solution, because they don't leave anything, no residue, and they take only 30 seconds to kill the virus. They're not gonna kill spores, they're not gonna kill MRSA that fast, but they're okay to use for coronavirus, and that's our main application. Because many antiseptics people use, they actually take like 2 and more minutes to kick in, and oftentimes providers don't wait that long until reusing stuff. And oftentimes, again, if you have a membrane like Tyvek suit or something like that, you cannot wipe it down. But I can actually use this towel to wipe down quickly if I need something, and I can wipe it down after I'm done with my patient and get ready for another patient. And if I need to change my gloves, if they, for example, get heavily soiled while caring for my patient, I can just take it off. I can wipe my hands with these, put it back into the pocket, and I can just take another pair of gloves, which was in my pocket, but it's now here because I put it out. I usually keep some gloves in my pocket, so I just take it out and I put another pair of gloves on. So I can keep on caring for my patient with fairly clean gloves. Okay, so these are the advantages of the suit I found, and now when I'm gonna be doffing it, so first thing I wanna do, I wanna take off the soiled gloves, wipe my hands, and put on the new pair of gloves. So while I'm gonna be cleaning myself, I'm gonna do it with the cleaner gloves. So I wanna take this again, a small towel, and I wanna soak it in the solution, and that's better than just spraying the solution, because you can actually wipe it down and mechanically remove anything that stays on. So you want to start from the mask, and oh, there's my magnet. So you want to start with the mask, and you want to go down. Then after you're done with the hood, you can actually take it off, and you can use an alcohol spray to spray whatever was the border of your mask. So you can use that, and you can clean the filters, clean it here. You can dispose of this mask if you want, and you can clean whole this area, because this is 70% clean alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, isopropanol. So you can use that. It's gonna dry up your skin a little, but not gonna kill you, not gonna cause cancer. You can use that, and then you just keep on going down with cleaning your suit. And after you're done with this, you can take off your suit, you can clean your pants inside, so anything that got in between the pants and coat, you can clean that up. And the last thing, when you're done with your suit, completely done, so you take off your gloves, you unzip the suit, take it off, you still stay in the gloves. So that's a good thing to be, because you might still find anything that should be cleaned, anything you missed, and if you do so, you still got your gloves on. You can use antiseptics, alcohol, whatever stuff, even whatever is harmful for the skin, you can still use it while your gloves are on. So probably that's all I wanted to say in this video. I want you to comment on it. I want you to leave your impressions and discuss it, and if you want, you can share it. So have a great day, everybody.